Hi everybody, in this video I will show you how to use the store and forward functionality in FactoryTalk Optix version 1.5. So imagine what happens when you have this patch cord or this Ethernet connection between your FactoryTalk Optix and your database. So if it breaks, nothing happens because it will be stored, and once the connection is reestablished, FactoryTalk Optix will fill the database for you. So let's see our demo. Here we have the PLC with a changing value, IoT data, and it's running in an emulator, FactoryTalk Logix Echo. Then we have here the application, FactoryTalk Optix, where we use variable from the PLC. This is this data. We use a remote database. This address is just a Raspberry Pi running an InfluxDB database. This port with this bucket and so on. Here store and forward is disabled. We also use a data logger to log this variable. And let's start the demo. Here I have the FactoryTalk Optix running. And here we have the InfluxDB instance showing live data. As soon as I unplug the patch cord between FactoryTalk Optix and the database, like now, if I try to update the database, we see that we arrive no data. And as soon as I restore the connection, the patch cord, we see an interruption in our data. Okay. Now let's try with the store and forward functionality. First of all, I stop this instance of FactoryTalk Optix and I open this one where the store and forward is enabled with a buffer. So I start this application. We go to the database, and as soon as I have at least 1 minute with some values, let's fill the graph with some updated values in a sine waveform. Now here we have the buffer. Now I will disconnect. Let's pay attention to the time. It's 5 minutes. Let me disconnect the patch cord. And first of all, we see that the buffer is increasing. So the data is stored in the buffer. If you try to see the data here, well, we see that there's no data in the database. Everything is stored in the buffer. But as soon as I plug again the patch cord, we see that the buffer, once the connection is recovered, has been emptied. And now, if I make a submit here, we have the complete wave. Remember, we have in minute 5 this interruption. We could also check for a custom, for example, from minute 4 to now to 6. We see the complete sine wave with no interruptions. So this is all concerning storm forward. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.